How's it going, guys? It's James here again, and today I'll be showing you the best possible performance that you could get out of Yuzu for Tears of the Kingdom. If you follow these steps, just like with the Ryujinx video, you will be able to run this game at possibly 4K 60, 8K 60, 1080p, 60 frames per second, just depends on your hardware. But first things first, I want to get into the really important mods that are going to really make this, happen. So right here we're running FPS++, which is a dynamic refresh mod. So it'll automatically adjust the game speed depending on your frame rate if you can't hit the full 60 all the time, so there's no slowdowns. You might notice some hitches and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that will be updated with FPS++. And right here we have visual fixes, anisotrophic fix, and visual fixes, shadow resolution, Tears of the Kingdom fix. All these mods will be linked down in the description. There's just going to be one link for all these files. But what you want to do once you download those files is go ahead and extract them and drag them over into your mod folder for Yuzu. And if you don't know how to do that, you just right click on it and open mod data location. Now we're going to take a look at the settings here. I'm going to go ahead and configure, or you can just right click and then you can go to properties, and right here I have the update for 1.1.0. I'm not updating it because I still use the item duplication glitch. But general limit speed percent, make sure that's checked. Do not have this moved in any shape, form, or fashion, or it could mess up the game pretty bad. Also, I recommend that you keep VSync on as well, but we'll get to that shortly. Multi-core GPU emulation. Go over here and check the system. Nothing really too much over here. CPU, just keep the accuracy on auto. And for graphics, this is where the nitty-gritty happens right here. So for the API, you want to make sure that you're using Vulkan. If it's on auto and it's automatically set to Vulkan, that's fine. Same thing applies if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, AMD graphics card. If you're using an Intel GPU and not the dedicated one like an iGPU, you might be able to get away with using Vulkan, but if you're having issues, go ahead and go to OpenGL. And over here for the graphics settings, go ahead and make sure you use disk pipeline cache is checked, use asynchronous GPU emulation, accelerate ASTC texture decoding, just mirror these settings here. And for resolution, depending on your system, you can try and tinker with these to get the best possible performance. Like I run this in 4K, dock mode, 1440p. My computer doesn't really like anything above this, but I can run 3K and 3X and 4X and still get 30. Some dips down into the 20s, but you can adjust that depending on how your system is. The window adapting filter, or basically the super sampling, I have that set for Fidelity FX Super Resolution or AMD FSR. For those settings, I just have the global configuration, but if you manually set it, then you can go over here and make sure that the sharpness is around 88%. That's honestly how you're going to get like the best performance. And if you're trying to run any frames higher than what your system can handle at a higher resolution, this will definitely help with that. Now, the main things in advanced graphics, this is really important. You want to make sure you use fast GPU time hack off. This will break the game with these mods, so make sure you have that off. But as far as everything else, you can use Vulkan pipeline cache, asynchronous shader building, enable reactive flushing. You can have those on as well, and enable asynchronous presentation, Vulkan only. This helps the game load really fast compared to Ryujinx, so it takes me a solid 6 minutes just to load all of the shaders for that game. This will load them really quickly, but you will experience some stuttering as the game tries to build the shaders that you don't have. But other than that, just go ahead and make sure all these are the same. Audio, none of the rest of this is important, but the main things we want to get at here is make sure this is disabled, and you can go ahead and turn this on. But after that, you're free to run the game and tinker with any settings that don't work for you, so you can get that full 30 FPS or 60 if you can even reach it. I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and if you'd like to see performance of this game in action, just tune in to the next video that will be in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.